All right, good. He might need to do a second. Second behind Justin. For him. All right. Second speech would be nice.
Hi, how's it going?
Hey, how you
Do you
doing?
have to sign in anywhere?
No. Just the QR code is there for
That's all the diaper bag. I
donation.
don't need no more diapers.
No, me neither. Thank you, Jesus. Hallelujah. Huh? Yeah. You can get the chargers in my bag. Okay. Just the binky. You charge it that way? Wow. It's in the front pocket of that bag. And then the cord is in my purse. Waiting for Robyn. I don't know, I think she's waiting for somebody. She's waiting for someone. It's in the front pocket of the boom box. It's in the front pocket right there. The charger block. You got the cord? Is the cord in there? In my purse. If you open up the zipper part. Is it working? Plug it into a. Sheesh, that thing is near dead. Near death. Your phone. Hi.
You need to know her. This is Miss Kim Harris.
Hi, Miss Kim Harris. How you
She's not a
doing?
big fan of what's happening.
Oh, it's all I use is bad language, and I apologize in advance.
You're in good company. Oh yeah, see, I'm fancy. I have my card. So I got a call and they said to come down. That's for Robyn. But it should be a packed house though. Where'd you met her? She said she wanted to call me and say come. Yes. So she said she's coming.
Yes.
We gotta figure this out. Like, you gotta put this. Where's Shirley? Anybody call her? Can you? Have somebody? Yes. She needs to be here.
We're charged and talk.
Yes. Love your lashes. Why did they're trying to throw words at her? Go ask her how she's doing and stand over for her. Seriously. I'll sit here.
What she said? What's happening?
Am I? Can they hear me?
Yes.
Let's get it. That's what I said.
Oh, the people aren't here though. People are coming.
I'm gonna transfer your message.
Okay.
Eyeshadow.
I'd like it better with some lashes, but we'll have that discussion later.
The only important part is this, so you could actually get your papers. Then you can do everything. Okay, if I get everyone's attention, and only for Robyn Porter would I ever let a meeting go 25 minutes late before starting. My name is Vinnie Moore. I've been appointed temporary chair at the state party for the 94th District Convention to the sole purpose of electing a nominee for the 94th District. I have to be elected permanent chair. Do I hear a motion? So moved. Second? All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Thank you very much. In my official capacity, I'll appoint Sharon Jones as the permanent secretary. You don't have to do anything, Sharon. Just speak yourself. The quorum is clearly here. There's no quorum requirements for a state convention. So we'll move to our official business here. Our official business is to nominate someone for the 94th District. For the purposes of a nomination, the chair recognizes Claudine James.
Woohoo! Woohoo!
He's working.
Sorry. Hello, everyone. Thank you for coming out. Robyn, thanks you too. It gives me the greatest of pleasure and joy and pride. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, you're
to
here.
nominate my sister, my friend, my neighbor, as senator for the 94th district. Robyn is a hard worker. She is dedicated.
All right, all right.
She really, really, really goes to bat and heart for us. And I think we all need to make sure we every now and then call. So Robyn, we know you're working. How are you? We're thinking about you. We're sending up a few prayers. So Robyn, it's with the greatest of joy that I nominate you for Senate for the 94th district for the state. Representative, I'm sorry, for the 94th district. I'm just putting you up there ahead of time.
Yeah, you can
I
speak.
feel it
You
coming
can
out.
speak it into existence. That's fine. Woohoo! Go, Justin.
All right, I'll try to be bold and brief because I see Vinny give me a look already. It is a great pleasure and honor, right, to second the nomination of State Representative Robyn Porter, right? Her slogan, Porters for the People, it is true in every sense, right? I've had the pleasure of knowing Robyn for the last 4-5 years, right? And right, even now she's doing it, right? She cannot go anywhere without people being excited, right? We went to Stanford one time, and someone pulled over and was like, "Is that Representative Porter?" Robyn's a hard worker, right? Paid family leave, fight for 15, right? Access for healthcare rights. She's always been there, and even more importantly, right? I see it as a political mom, right? When those times have come, when I've pondered on what I should be doing, how I should do it, right? Telling my truth. She's always been there to lend an ear, not only for me, but for others. And she's always been building off the bench and speaking wisdom into us and trusting our power. So let us trust her power and empower her in this second nomination.
Any other nominations? Seeing no other nominations, motion to close nominations. It is my pleasure to now say, Secretary cast one unanimous ballot for Robyn Porter to serve in the 94th district.
All right.
I'm getting out of here before she starts.
Oh.
I've heard this speech.
Oh.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Vinny. Oh, man. Thank all of you. I'm looking around, and it ain't just New Haven and Hampton that showed up. My girl that just trickled in here came all the way from Meriden. So, Vicky's girl, Miss Barbara. I'm not even going to start calling out names because the room is full of what I consider to be my team. And you guys know, I believe that teamwork makes the dream work. And I don't get to do what I do in Hartford or in district without each and every one of you. And there's so many other folks that are a part of this, what I like to call my little army, or the Porter Posse. But this morning I woke up and I fixed a little something for y'all to nibble on because my grandmother was in the well of the house with me, April 28th, 2014, when I got sworn in. And when I woke up this morning, she was just all over me. Her spirit was just dancing all around me. And I was like, I really wish that you could be here She said, well, you know, I taught you how to cook, and you know when we love on people, we cook for them. So why don't you cook them what you like that I cook? So I made a tuna fish casserole and a tossed salad. And I bought some chicken because I wasn't frying no chicken. I ain't time for that. But I truly stand on the shoulders of some really great women. And I hate that my mom can't be here because she's not too far from here. But she is doing what she does naturally, and that's care for people. Yeah. And that is the fabric from which I am woven. That is the village from which I was raised. And it was all about, you know, my mom came up with this slogan, Porter for the people. That was her thing. Because every time she would come to visit, I'd never be home. I'm always out in the streets. You're always busy. You're always doing that. That's what the people elected me to do. That's what I got to do, Mom. She said, well, you know what? I'm going to call you Porter for the people from now on. And in the village where I come from, which is a village just like this, the village that we have created together, we work collectively, collaboratively, we respect one another, we love one another, we have concern for one another. And coming through this pandemic is really what I want to see. Us become even tighter and more close-knit, you know? And I'm not just talking about, because I am unapologetically Black, y'all know that. Woo-hoo! I believe that is the catalyst for bringing us all together. Because when I say Black, I'm talking about everybody, because it all started in Africa. We just ended up in different places with different hues. But we're all brothers and sisters. And I do this work as a labor of love, my passion for people, my love for this community. And when I say community, I mean the world at large, but specifically the 94th today. And I just want you to know, I will continue to be the unbought and unbossed representative that goes to Hartford. I will continue to fight for what's right, even when it means I gotta stand alone or just a few people, a handful of us, right? It ain't a whole bunch of us, but we're gonna do what needs to be done in order to move this community forward, because I believe if we lift from the bottom, everybody gets elevated. And I want people to understand that when we talk about, you know, Black Lives Matter and we talk about the issues in Black and brown communities, it is really for the betterment of this entire state. Because when you're helping the people that have the least and you're lifting from the bottom, everyone benefits from that. And now is the time for us to come together. And this work has not gotten easier. I've been in this saddle for 8 years, and I can tell you there's been a couple of times I wanted to just, you know, get off and not get back in. But when I think about that, I see your faces. I hear your thank yous. I feel your love. And I want you to know how important that is and how that keeps me going. Because this work is exhausting. And it's a beast, and I'm in the belly. And it is a system that was designed to devour the majority of us. Starting with Black folks, where, you know, everybody else falls in there unless you're a white man. And that's just the facts. So going into a building where I'm not customarily at the table, my voice isn't heard, my experience is not respected, but yet I have people walking around saying they want to stand with women that look like me, right?
How about that?
So let's just keep it real, and let's put people on notice when we fighting. I'm fighting for you, you all are fighting for me, and I appreciate you coming out here and having my back today, because this goes a long way. But we must stand strong and we must stand together, and there's no compromise in that. We had some really important bills come through, and you know, the one that resonates the most right now is the Juneteenth, right? We just declared in the state of Connecticut that Juneteenth is a state holiday, and that it will be recognized, schools will be closed, people will get paid. It is a state holiday. But, you know, then you have to listen to people that don't look like the folks that got freed on Juneteenth. Co-opt and posture, you know, for whatever reason. And a lot of it is around the press. But I have to remain true to who I am. And at the end of the day, when I walk in the room, what's the first thing you see and know about me? I'm a Black woman.
That's right.
There's no getting around that. And that love that I have in the way that I was raised in the village back in Queens, New York, says that everybody's a part of that village. And that I love all of you. I love everybody. I get teased about that. Oh, you love everybody. I do. Don't mean I like everybody, but I love everybody. And when you love everybody, what does that mean? You would not intentionally or maliciously hurt anyone.
That's right.
And even when you don't like them, if you can help them, love covers that. So you help them. So that's what I want us to be. And that's what I want us to share when we leave the building and when we talk to people. Folks are hurting. People are hurting in ways that you and I can't imagine. I get to hear the stories. And if I'm gonna be totally transparent, I'm hurting too. And I guarantee everybody in this room is hurting. And what I want to create is a bigger space, a safer space, and a more liberating space. And not just in the 94th district, in this entire state, and expanding beyond the boundaries of Connecticut, where we all can be vulnerable and still be safe.
That's right.
Where we can all stand up for what we believe in and not be crucified and demonized for that. Where we can all be respected. Because even in our ethnicities and in our races, we're not a monolith. We're all different. So my thing is to go back come 2023, because we did get some great things done. We really did. We got things done around COVID, pandemic pay, union workers, making it easier for people to organize. The good senator here in the room, you know, he championed the solitary confinement. Barbara Fair's in the room. She is the matriarch, the mother of that movement.
Yes,
and,
yes.
We got some things done. We still have more to get done, but we're getting it done. But what we need is boots on the ground. We need this community involved. I'm going to be out here educating people this summer because I need for you to understand the policies, the process, you know, how a bill becomes a law. And it ain't exactly what they show you on TV, right? You deserve to know what's going on in the building, who's who, what's what, and what makes it happen. And what your responsibility is past that ballot box. What your responsibility is past today when you leave this room. And how do we show up in community for one another? And what does civic engagement look like? What is it? Who is it? You have power. You are the most powerful people in the world. You know why? Because you have the power to seat and unseat. And everything in life is political. Everything. You look at the committees in the building, appropriations, banking, commerce, education, finance, labor, you name it, insurance, higher ed, anything that you can think of, politics determines, policy determines what it is and how you live. And we're talking about this increase in, you know, crime and car thefts, and we know. We've been dealing with this in our communities for generations. Me, my mother, my grandmother, my great-grandmother, as far as I can go back, we've been dealing with that because crime is driven by poverty. So if we're gonna eradicate crime, and if we're gonna get a handle on these kids out here wilding, because that's what I call it, they wilding. Idle time is the devil's playground. There's no resources. You wanna save a community? Fund a community. That's right. It's simple, y'all. It's simple. It's not that complicated. You wanna save our children? Give them an education. No more substandard education. Give them the same education that you get in Wallingford, in Easton, you know, in the northern corners of the states where people with money live. Well, you would think we have money because everything is expensive when you come to our neighborhood. The gas, the food, we pay the most, but we make the least. We have the least. And we're carrying the state on our backs. So I really need for y'all to get educated, for us to understand what's going on in Hartford, how you play a significant role in that, what public testimony is, what written testimony is, who your state senator, your state representative, your mayor, your congresspeople. But I'm gonna tell you, politics is local and it all starts on the ground. So if you're not on a board, you're not on a commission, you're not serving in any kind of capacity as a council or an alder, these are the things that you need to be thinking about. Because change only happens when you decide you want to be the change. And I can tell you, you'll be told, play the game. I'm here to tell you, Robyn Porter for the people didn't come to play the game. She came to change the game. And you don't get to change the game by doing things the same way. Oh, we've always done it like this. We've been doing it like this for 10 years and 15 years. That's the problem.
That's the problem.
And
That's
we
the
need,
problem.
we need you. God gave it to me. It is going to be a Joshua's generation. And we got a Joshua generation in here too.
Yep.
Representative Trinae McGee, stand up.
Woohoo!
Real quick. The newest member, 27 years old, out of our table. Shaking it up, y'all. Taking the scales off people's eyes, awakening people's minds, pushing us past our boundaries, pushing us out of our comfort zones. We need more of that in that building. That's how we're gonna get things done. That's how things are gonna change. So if it's not you, it has to be somebody you know, because we all know somebody. And I never wanted to do the work, so don't act well. God sent me. Many are called, but few are chosen. I was chosen to do the work for sure. But I don't do it alone. And I'm gonna go ahead and recognize my crew from Hartford that just walked in the building. Voices of Women of Color. Thank you for coming out. Thank you for the love and the support. Because this is what it looks like. The teamwork makes the dream work. That thing I always say. This is the dream team in the room. Not the entire team, but a very significant portion of the team. So I just want to thank you guys from the bottom of my heart, because I don't do this, just to be doing it. I don't do it for me. It's always been a people's agenda for Robyn. It will always be a people's agenda for Robyn. And you are my people. And I love you more than life. This is the most humbling thing I've ever done outside of having children and grandchildren. And I take it serious. So if you're ever out there and you're hearing stuff and it don't sit well with you, I hope you know me well enough to know. You got my number. I don't know anybody that don't have my number. And I'm talking my cell number. I'm in 99 Division. People know where I live. I have an open door policy. No invitation required. Come see me. Let's sit down. Let's talk. Because I'm growing in this movement as well. And there are things that are changing and shifting for me through education. And I'm gonna bring it back here and I'm gonna leave on that note. Education, knowledge, they say, is power. But really, that's half the truth. The application of knowledge is power. And I thank you all for trusting me with the power to go to Hartford and represent you all in the 94th District. I don't take it lightly. I do it proudly. I do it unapologetically. And I will continue to fight the good fight until we get everything back that they stole from us. So thank you, God bless you, and I love you all.